Hello everyone, this is PauseTheCat and welcome back to another Minecraft video, except today I will be actually focusing on Minecraft Windows 10 Edition. I know it's different. And I'll be showing you 30 differences between PC Minecraft, you know, your regular good old Minecraft, and Minecraft Windows 10 Edition. So to start things off, there is a new 2D grass block as the Windows 10 Edition icon. Oh boy, so different, oh man. Next, all of the menus have been changed, with the title screen including new buttons for achievements, the store, skins, languages, and an Xbox Live chat button, as well as the Windows 10 Edition beta text in the title, obviously. Your worlds, realms, and friends/servers are under the play button, and the options menu is completely different in looks. There are 56 total achievements, way more than PC Minecraft, that are for your overall gameplay rather than just for one world. And it also comes with a game score, or gamer score, that I believe is part of a whole Xbox Live thing that they're doing and applies to other games. I don't really know. In the store menu, you can find your paid skins and textures, which you will be needing if you like them, because you aren't actually able to add any downloadable mods, skins, or textures from the internet. You can only select them from the skins menu or textures menu, which is located in options. In the options menu that was originally from Minecraft PE, the customizability of the controls and settings in general are pretty limited compared to the PC version, which is a bit disappointing because I would love to turn off those terrible alternating textures that trigger a little bit of my OCD. Ugh. However, you can swap the sneak and sprint. Wait, no. What? The sneak and jump keys? Why would I ever want to swap the sneak and jump keys, but not the sneak and sprint? Like, my pinky finger cannot do the control thing. No, that's ridiculous. So it's like, okay, let me just sneak over this ledge. Oh shoot, I accidentally jumped. Whoops. Moving on, in the options you'll also find that handy dandy lefty option for anyone with a dominant right brain lobe. Next, you can connect with friends through Xbox Live, which is a Microsoft thing, which is probably good for those youngins that we don't want getting into social media. A very useful and less complicated way of changing game mode and constant daylight is located under the edit button in the worlds tab, because in this version there are 0 command blocks or commands. Sorry, programmers, you don't get to tinker with that. Another useful addition is the ability to download and export world files with the ending .mcworld. Super useful because, you know, you want to add worlds from other people or export your worlds and give them to other people, and it makes it a lot easier. So there you go. Since this is so similar to the Minecraft PE version of the game, you're actually unable to join any PC servers, such as like Mineplex, where you can play mini games, which makes sense because there actually aren't any command blocks, which runs the servers. However, you can make servers to play with friends, and you can even invite friends to play on your own personal world. Pretty cool. The next difference is compatibility and potential for the future. It is compatible with Microsoft's HoloLens, the Oculus Rift, Gear VR, and more virtual reality headsets, and with the Microsoft team working on it to make the game smoother and more optimized, I see tons of potential for the future of this game, and not quite as much in the regular PC version. Speaking of smoother, the smooth rendering feature is fantastic and is miles ahead of the rendering speed of the PC version. However, you won't actually be able to tell how smooth because the debug menu is not actually a part of the game where you use F3 and stuff. So you won't actually be able to see your FPS, or the more important of the two, your coordinates. Darn, I use those all the time. Big issue. Hey guys at Microsoft, fix that, please. I need coordinates. Thanks. While we haven't completely strayed away from the topic of rendering, I thought I would bring up the weird shine of the water that I personally kind of find hard to describe and also hard to like. Next up is that when you're looking at a block and are close enough to interact with it, so like you can break it and stuff, the block actually becomes highlighted, and any blocks with internal geometry have that internal geometry highlighted when you're looking at the block. I hope that made sense. It's not really a big difference, but you know, it's there. Also, they added a segment to the piston arm. That's a little bit more interesting and cooler, I think. Next, I thought I would bring up the 2 blocks that are just not in the PC version of Minecraft, and the 2 blocks in the game that I really don't understand, but for different reasons. First is the very important observer block that detects when something next to it changes, meaning it replaces the bud switch. However, I never fully understood how the bud switch worked in the first place. So, yeah, I clearly don't fully understand how this block works either, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I'm working on the redstone stuff. Anyway, the next block is the stone cutter. However, I never understood this block even when it came out a while ago in Pocket Edition. But this time, because it is completely pointless to me, because all of its functionality was just kind of, taken from the crafting table and then thrown into it, all it does is allow you to make things into bricks or various brick variations. However, I should say all it did, because devs apparently did realize its pointlessness and made it not just pointless but useless in this version, so I'm not sure why they added it to this version in the first place. Moving on to a much more positive thing, they finally decided to allow pistons to move pesky interactive blocks with their GUIs and their previous immovability, including chests, dispensers, droppers, hoppers, and the new observers actually, furnaces, and more. So now you can actually take full chests with you. Anyway, speaking of GUIs, GUIs, that's a fun word. The creative GUI does not allow you to search for specific items, and it also has far fewer tabs, which I'm mostly indifferent about, mostly. Because we talked about GUIs in the last 2 differences, I thought I would keep the GUI train going and tell you the unfortunate news that the extra slot that is supposed to be for shields that I managed to ignore ever since they came out, that everybody probably uses for torches, even though you constantly, unintentionally place them when you're trying to place something else, then you have to break them and pick them up. But anyway, yeah, that extra slot, as well as the shields, are unfortunately not in this game version. Alright, since we are nearing the end of this list of 30 differences, I thought I would mention that there is no end. But there's no end because there are also no ender pearls, but there are endermen actually, meaning there is no infinite end or whatever that new end edition is called, and therefore there are no elytra. Again, considering they are my favorite thing in Minecraft PC currently. Before we get to the 2 things that just really don't matter to me or to you, I should tell you the last 2 disappointing things, including that there is not a wither and therefore no beacon. And there are villagers, but you cannot trade with them. Once again, but hopefully not for too long, because I think they'll add that eventually, and hopefully soon. Alright, time for the things that really don't matter to you or me. First, we have redstone that is in a cross pattern when it's by itself instead of just in a blob. Once again, this really doesn't matter other than that it might help some people understand that it powers blocks in all directions. I already got there, but maybe it'll help people. Last thing, I swear. For the last thing that I chose to be in this 30 differences video, I chose the least important thing. So this time, the last is actually least, unfortunately. The last difference is that ice and jungle leaves are not transparent. It's like, I don't know why, but they're just not. Mind-blowing. I know, they're not transparent. And by the way, that block on the top of the ice block is actually compressed ice. And they're really confusing because they look really similar. Ice and compressed ice, but whatever. But, okay, you know what? I lied. That wasn't the last thing. It's conclusion time. So my thoughts are that this game has loads of potential. It is missing some pretty important parts of the PC version, but I think many of those will be added over time. Also, one disappointment for some people might be the lack of skins, textures, and mods, but I think this game will be a very safe version for kids to use and understand, because they can't, accidentally download a virus, which is pretty good, because kids, they'll do that if you're not paying close enough attention. And don't worry, the PC version won't be going anywhere, so you can do all of your glitch technical stuff, and as a bonus, you can get Windows 10 Edition Beta for free if you have the PC version and decide to try it yourself. That's what I did. So, thanks for watching. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, do subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!